Celadon Tower, this is Tender 3, approximately 2 miles out. We're on schedule for passenger transfer, over.
Celadon Tower to Tender 3, copy that.
Attention. All non-essential personnel, please return to residency platforms.
Welcome to Celadon Station, the world's foremost anomalous particle enrichment and utilization research facility. You have been issued a jumpsuit fitted with an array of biometric sensors, which are necessary to ensure the safety and productivity of everyone on the station.
All personnel are required to wear particle shield suits during high-energy output events. Failure to comply with Celadon policy is a violation of your residency compact.
Please proceed and prepare for descent.
I can sense your hesitation. You are afraid, but resolute. You have questions, but feel that you already have the answers. Answers you cannot speak, yet somehow know. These sensations, these perceptions will be quite overwhelming as you get closer to the anomaly. There is still time to change your mind. The decision is ultimately yours to make. Many have returned to the decaying comfort of their old lives, but there is truly no going back to the existence you knew before. The way is forward, and the reward is quite literally a reality of your wildest dreams.
Subject is on deck. When you're ready, please proceed.
You're wondering if they can hear me. They can, but most choose not to.
Operation say go, no go.
We are go.
Engaging primary ignition.
The energy inside of you that you've known as a peculiar novelty is all that is needed to start your journey. And it is very much your own journey.
Energy level is going in within kilometers.
Fuel stabilizers are holding steady. Prepare for gain synchronization.
The way is full. Undefined. Limitless.
We have us all lock. The path is clear.
Breathe easily. It's a disorienting but not unpleasant experience. Or so I'm told. You will see me very soon.
Very good. You survive. You arrive at the Nexus station, a pioneer. But soon you will be so much more. Remember, you've already proven yourself worthy by stepping through the portal. Please approach the simulation module and choose your mission. This is a planetary surface simulation, which manifests certain events you may encounter. To begin, speak with the simulant engineer. Communication is the basis of coordination.
Initiating simulation. Motion theory.
We will start by making you familiar with the basics of movement. Before engaging, an obstacle can become an opportunity when it provides When engaging these manifestations, there are only two courses of action: fight or run. Now steady yourself. They often come in waves. Residual. Gather. Every fragment fuels creation. Often you will need to interact with a variety of systems to either restore function or record data. Access the terminal to log your simulation.
Simulation motion theory complete.
As expected, more than capable. In your possession, you now find both an artifactal core and a spark. The artifactal core will respond to your will, shaping residuum into form, and the spark will awaken its potential. Combined, they will prepare you for all of the challenges you'll soon be facing. This universe is what you make it, and the core table provides the tools to ensure its creation. As you venture further into the unknown, you'll soon learn to account for certain challenges. Whether you need heightened precision capabilities, a lighter step, or resistance to the crushing weight of gravity, proper application of sparks will provide an opportunity to prepare yourself for every circumstance. As you become more comfortable with what awaits, quick access to multiple echo configurations will prove invaluable. Customize your loadout before taking the next steps. Now you are ready to meet others who walked this path not long before you.
Looking good, Fresh Print. They didn't tell you about these planets in science class. And even if they did, you wouldn't hear for yourself. Once a planet's been discovered and the Nexus begins its print cycle, we can start building facilities. From necessities like housing, farms, and power, to the more experimental facilities used to further development. Research and factories give us a place to push the limits of our tech, whereas spaceports give us a way for us to kickstart the next planet when we get there. Whenever a facility is completed, all of us here reap the benefits, increasing our powers and boosting our potential to complete tasks that send us further than before. Your suit comes stock with the Singularity Pulse Psionic. I think you'll like it. Now, I'm all for more boots on the ground, but Nova over there can help you stretch your wings if that's what you prefer. You think you have what it takes, huh? Well, good. We could always use more pilots. There are 3 primary objectives out there in space. Each serves a different purpose, and all of them matter. Exploration. This place doesn't reveal itself without a lot of effort. Then, once we find a new sector, we need a pylon. Building a pylon is risky work. The Void doesn't like it, and it requires a lot of sustained defense. Once completed, they stabilize the region and provide a foundation for what comes next. Sometimes, we discover a zone for a new planet, but more often we find raw residual clusters that can be mined. If it can be built, it requires residuum, so we source it, secure it, and help to bring it back to the station. A lot of the time, we need pilots in smaller ships to go in and break up all the materials so the haulers can bring it in. We also put boots on the ground. The ground just happens to be on an asteroid, or a pylon floating around in the beautiful chaos of open space. If any of this sounds like something you can handle, we could certainly use the help. One last thing. It's up to you if you want to walk around looking like a single mission dropout, Fresh Print, but the gravitons and lumens you earn from completing missions are a way for you to show your dedication in more than one way. They can be used to acquire new psionics for your Echo, abilities that enhance your capabilities in any scenario. I'll give you 10 lumen as a little kickstart. Take some time to see what's available before you jump into your next mission.
Don't falter now. We have the technology to ensure your true form is never lost. However, you must remain vigilant of the Void's ever-encroaching grip on our efforts. Now go. Let your actions echo out as a champion of the Oracle and creation itself.
like it's time to take out the trash again, break those boys down. See, every time they split reality, we get huge variations in energy production. Go see how bad it is. Dump the bad power stones with barrel skipping, you understand?